The upper echelons of irony should always include measures of sincerity, and if the satirical practice is executed faithfully, it will achieve something bona fide in its own right regardless. Through an intense commitment bordering on religious devotion to the absolutely inane, absurd, or plain fucking stupid, a very different kind of sincerity begins to materialize, one of reverence to the ridiculous. To begin to mean it, but what exactly it is you mean is never quite what appears on the surface, and is utterly inaccessible to obtuse and literal minds. That you mean it then becomes inseparable from the joke, and additional rich strata of humor may be stripped aggressively from this irreconcilable truth. I will be the unseen hand whose nimble digits are behind every subtle twitch in our session's bulbous foam ass, at least those gyrations not happening by the volition of its own quivering absorbent proboscis. If you ever need help, Jane, if you're ever in any trouble at all, let me know. Just say the word. I'll whip the toggle stick of this ludicrous marionette, cavorting its humongous bottom to intercept your free fall through the abyss, snow cone you up in the fluffy crook of its cleft. Don't be alarmed if you're in no hurry to unpry yourself, for the great jut of this impudent rump has more yield to your touch than you ever dreamt. Remember to catch your breath as it cherishes the imprint of your hand like a memento from a lover gone to war. There's a lot of give to that ass, you may say. Might like to settle in, make myself comfortable, start a family. Bounce a coin off that ass, you'll demand of visitors. It's not going anywhere. Bet that coin will take a good nap there. It's a gamble you win every goddamn time. Got it right here myself. Checked it out. File's fucking clean as a whistle that overcame a major substance abuse problem, trying to get its life back on track. The whistle is holding down a steady job now. It's taking things one day at a time. Eat a fucking dinner off that whistle. Now, maybe we should direct our focus on a matter which has nothing at all to do with what does or doesn't qualify as a thing, or what our fantasy alt-universe offspring would be like, or anything like that. Check out all these complicated fucking problems people have when they have to live in big lumbering flesh monsters instead of a sweet pair of shades. Dude, do you think you could sit this one out for a while? This conversation practically doesn't even concern you at this point. It seems there is some gnarly crooked number that represents the percentage of probability you just said this doesn't concern me, even though it's patently obvious that half the conversation, way totally concerns me. Shit, Roxy, look. He's doing the thing where he ironically pretends to fail the Turing test to sass me into submission, even though I was the one who fucking programmed him to do that. Oh shit, it's Pony Pals. I guess Dad saved it from the explosion or something. That beautiful bastard. Yes. Hell yes. Hell fucking yes. Jane, I'm going to leave you with the responder for a little while. Maybe he can help you get started. Think you can handle that, dude? I'm all about being able to handle that, you don't even know. I will perform an acrobatic pirouette onto the handle, wherein the handle literally represents my ability to handle that thing. Okay, got it. You and the handle are tight. We don't need a whole thing about this. Once I stick the landing on the handle like a champ, I'm going to get down on one knee, pull out a ring, and propose to it. The handle, I mean. Okay, implying we will be married. Okay, long story short, you and the handle fuck gratuitously. Enough said. Okay, but what you just said about those furries was gay as hell. It's time to face the facts. Yeah, but when it comes to building stuff, you're probably overstating things. Like, for example, if you told someone 100 years ago you could build a computer, they'd probably be like, whoa, shit, look at this fucking genius. Well, actually, first of all, they'd say, what's a computer? I only know what horses and diseases are and shit like that. But once you actually tell them what computers are, Jesus, dick, you're a wizard. But from your perspective, you know it's not a big deal to build a computer. You just go online and buy a case and a motherboard and some other shit and put it all together. It's not like you're smelting the goddamn silicon in your basement and making chips in your hermetically sealed, dust-free garage. Sure, that doesn't bother me a bit. Sounds totally great. Hot, even. You are a man who likes his tepid-ass porn, I will give you that. Wait, which computer are you using? I'm not comfortable knowing my words could be hovering over Cage's clownish, sort of gaunt face. Could you maybe switch back to the naked blue chicks as your exclusive desktop fodder? TIA. Figure it should take a couple days to make it to the bottom. Only a day if we both go limp and just fall the whole way down the stairs, ignoring literally every sage warning we've ever received about those treacherous plummetation zigzags. Just tumbling on down in a floppy-limbed trance like a couple of puppets in a race arranged by some drunk gamblers. Yes, you got me. I would love to have a long talk about horse nudes and xenobreasts with you. Unfortunately, I'm wearing pantaloons and flying through the middle of goddamn nowhere. Hey, did you shave your legs? God damn, they're so smooth. A car could swerve out of control on those gams. I am Brain Ghost Dirk. You kissed my boyfriend. Prepare to die. Hell yes. Who needs small and serviceable adjectives when the most ass-backwards way of saying a thing is right there, tantalizingly hidden within the vast ocean of language, like a treasure in a huge, shitty clam?